Alright guys, we want to do a follow-up video on the last one. We waited a day, we really wanted to talk, we wanted to do stuff. The officer came back. A lot of you guys were concerned about the studio, you know, where our tiny house, a barn, everything. We're going to try to really, truly discuss all of that. But the one thing I want to discuss up front is he is an officer of Oklahoma, but he's not a cop. He's not a street cop. He is an officer for the oil field. He is a oil field inspector.
Yeah, in charge of like utilities.
Yes.
There's a bunch that
a corporation.
They are officers over.
Yes. So they're not street cops. No one called the cops on us. It's not an issue. I know a lot of people were saying a lot of stuff happened in y'all's life recently. Do you think people called the cops on y'all? No, that's not it. This was a routine inspection for this officer, and it just happened to be at this time in our lives, which we are thankful for. But let's go ahead and jump into the shed house here, the studio. Sorry guys, it's windy today. We're gonna try to rush through this, but the studio, from what we were told, is okay. So it is far enough away. There are pipes that run for the oil field way behind it, but that's okay. We are far enough away, so we do not need to move our studio. We are very well off with that. So again, here in the studio, we do have a lot of plans for it. Plans are gonna slightly change due to not having power. Again, we're supposed to have a power pole right out there. Now we're not gonna have that. It's already wired up. That's the door creaking. It's already wired up, so now we're just gonna kind of convert things to probably solar.
Probably.
Yeah, so we're going to try to figure that out. It doesn't change too many plans in here since it's not going to be a full-blown house. It's a studio. It's a place to hang out, everything like that. You don't need full crazy appliances. Yeah. And so luckily on our part, this is going to be pretty much the same as what we've wanted.
So it is like an off-grid solar studio.
Yeah, which actually I'm kind of excited about.
Yeah.
So a lot of people have commented, karma got you. Guys, I think a lot of people forget karma is good and bad. It's what you put in the world, you get back. And honestly, I do feel like karma is hitting because we've put a lot of positive back into our lives. We've put a lot of, you know, just looking forward, not looking back, trying to stay focused. And honestly, there are things happening here, but like we just said, we are excited for this to be solar. Our plans aren't changing. So luckily, it's not changing. We do feel like it is karma. So one of the things we talked about in the last video, a lot of you guys, you know, said good things, bad things, whatever, about our barn, the entrance, all of that. This is a lease road. We didn't know that.
Again, they just have this road and 30 feet from each side.
Yes.
There was a bunch of questions about, so they can just come wherever on their land and drill. No. Again, it's just this road.
Yes.
30 feet on each side. And again, unfortunately,
right,
have the barn.
Right to our barn. So we are being extremely nice. We're being, I can't think of the right word here.
I don't know. I forget the saying, but what is it? Like honey, being sweet, being nice is a better way to get things done.
Yes. So we are being extremely nice. We're doing everything we can to comply with them. That was the word I was trying to come up with. And we're trying to do everything we can to make it good for them. So our idea, guys, again, sorry, it's super windy, is we're going to have the drive that goes around and not block that off. And we're hoping that'll be good enough so we don't have any issues with our barn or animals. So one of the biggest things people were saying, do we need to lawyer up? Again, do we need to try to sue the oil company or the realtors and all that stuff? Guys, again, we're trying to do things as nice as possible. Once you start stepping on toes, it gets really bad. We're doing everything in the smartest way we think possible. We appreciate all y'all's concerns and everything. We're just trying to go off kindness first. Hit them with kindness and see what happens, and maybe we could work things out. As of right now, with the officer coming back out, I truly think the kindness is going a long way. He's not pushing any issues on us. He has said that he's in contact and getting in contact more with the well operator and all that. Thinks we could work out certain things. Hey, just don't have your stuff over here, move away from it, change your plans a little bit. I think everything will be fine. He said you could still utilize the roadway. You probably wouldn't want it as your main entrance in case they need it.
Again, the big thing was if we built an entrance
Yes.
on this road, that they can come in and claim that as theirs, or do whatever,
or
take
knock it out, whatever.
So
we're just playing this as smartest we possibly can.
Yeah.
At this point, we shouldn't have to lawyer up. At this point, we're just being as nice and compliant and just anything we got to do to make things run smooth.
Yeah, like my mom always taught me, kill them with kindness.
Yeah. So we're at that point. So as of right now, we don't need a lawyer up. We don't need to try to sue or anything. I hope it doesn't come to that. If it does, we'll figure that out. But as far as the tiny house goes, I think in the moment we've called the electric company, still haven't heard back. I'm not sure why, so we're gonna call back again, figure stuff out. If we can't get power back there, we're not letting this get us down. This will now be kind of the back of the property, the side of the property, the out of the way part. I know a lot of you guys don't understand the layout. We'll try to get a drone up in the air. I got mine working, show you guys all of that. But
if that's what our plans end up being, we'll really break it down.
Yes.
But right now, that's kind of what we're thinking.
Yes, and as of right now that we're going solar, we have to really consider, okay, if we're putting solar, do we put a wood burning stove? Do we figure out a different way for cooling? Do we need, how do we adapt what we already have to solar to make it the best it possibly can? Because we're going to do full power, so it's just like electric this, electric that. We'll do whatever we need to do.
Staying off the grid.
Basically. So, and then also, if it is off grid, you guys know our water well is, 100 feet, 200 feet that way. So we'll have to run lines over there to power it up, or we'll have to get its own solar pump and all of that. So we've really started to dial it in. We know there's not a lot of work in these videos right now. We're going to figure it out before we start throwing some stuff down, but we do have ideas. We do have plans. We've talked to the officer. He's talking to the oil field commission and the oil field owner and all that stuff. We're working this out the best we can, and as of right now, our plan is to stay here, make it work. But once we hear back from everything, we still have to make a decision. So we have a next step what we need to do, and that is, can we figure out a driveway on that side? Can we figure out if we can get electric on that side? Can we push through all the woods? How much is it going to cost to put in a new driveway? Everything. If we want electric over here, how much is it going to cost to put a culvert over the creek, get solar and all that? So guys, down below, please, if you guys have put in driveways, brand new driveways, let us know how much it costs. If you did solar, let us know how much it costs.
We've done some research, but there's just a bunch of different options.
Yeah, a lot of different options. And if you have YouTube channels that we should check out, please let us know. Please comment as much as you possibly can, so we can go through. We are using all of y'all's advice and information. A lot of y'all really commented a lot on the last video, and we truly appreciate it.
Again, this is unknown territory for us.
Yes.
And advice from others definitely helps.
It absolutely does, and especially from you guys that we know you have our best interest in mind. So we truly appreciate it. We're going to keep y'all guys up to date. We're going to start working on some stuff you guys will see in the next video, trying to really truly figure things out, break it down, show you guys. I'll try to, it's supposed to rain here in a minute, so we're rushing this video, but I'll try to get my drone in the air, really show y'all a map of this place, how it's laid out, everything.
I think it'll make a lot more sense.
It will, and it'll make a lot more sense why we moved our barn in the first place, all that type of stuff. So we still are figuring everything out with the shop. We're still figuring out everything on that side, the back of our property, just everything we're trying to do little by little. But I think it's all working out. And again, we're going to stay positive. I know a lot of y'all said, you are way calmer than I would be. We've learned you got to stay calm to get through these situations. Again, be kind to the people, like the officer that came out. Be kind to the oil field.
It does no good to scream and yell.
Absolutely not. So the best thing you could do, try to listen, try to think, make a pros and cons. How can we figure this out? Worst case scenario, best case scenario. And that's what we're doing. That's why we're spending our time wisely right now to figure this out, because this is the the rest of our life here.
Yeah.
This is it. So we're trying to do it the best we can. So guys, we'll keep you updated. We truly appreciate all y'all support. We're just trying to figure it all out.